What's up? It's your boy MoonDog38732 from the MoonDog38732 show on YouTube. If this is your first time watching the show, I just tell stories of how I grew up, how these stories, places, people, and situations made me into the person I am today. So with that being said, I need you to watch the show, like the show, subscribe to the show, share the show, and please comment. If you don't like what I'm doing on my show, man, keep it moving. All right. This particular show is going to be about family, being prepared, and knowing how to get in and out of certain situations, right? So here we go. Now, you know how when families you have like two sides of your family, right? Your mom's side and your dad's side, and everybody is cool with each other as long as your mom and dad are together, right? Now, let's just say in my particular case, it didn't quite work out like that. Once they departed for whatever reasons, the families weren't really, in my eyes, in my estimation, as a younger kid, weren't necessarily in tune with each other. So when I would go to one person's house or one group house, and then I would go visit the other one, you can hear this family side talking about this family side, and it was just a lot, it's a lot to take in as a kid, right? So with that being said, all right, here we go. So I would go to my dad's house when I would visit and things like that, me and my brother. And we'd go over there, man, do what we gotta do, kicking and stuff. And I'd come back home over to my grandmother's house where I was staying with at the time. And she would sometimes ask me questions about what happened over here, what happened over there. And I would, tell her, but at the same time, I didn't want to tell her, which I was hesitant because it'd be like, why are you asking me? You could just call yourself, right? So my grandmother always had this thing about, if you look me in my eyes and you like blink or you laugh or you do something like that, that means you're lying, right? If you can't keep a straight face to her, that means you're lying. I have no idea where she got that from, where their train of thought came from. That sounds like something from way back in the day. Like, man, right. Some old slavery type stuff, right? But anyway, so my brother, he's always thinking of ways of how to get out of situations. So one day he came to me, hey Moon, this is what we gonna do, man. We go sit around here and we go practice. I'm like, what the hell we practicing? You know what I'm saying? We go practice how to keep a straight face while we're talking to her. I'm like, at all times? He said, yeah, we could be lying and we go practice, right? I said, cool. I'm like, so how we gonna make sure that we get it right? Well, whoever blink or laugh in particular, they will get hit in the chest. I was like, what? He said, hey man, it's gonna help us not get in trouble with our grandmother. I'm like, as long as it keep us from not getting them hands put on us, I'm with it, right? So me and my brother, we was in another room of the house, right? My grandmother was in the back. And she was watching TV. She was probably watching Dynasty or something like that, right? So me and my brother, we was over there. So I started first, right? So he doing his thing. He talking. He keeping a straight face. I'm looking like, is he lying? Is he telling the truth? That's how cold he was with it, right? So my time came. So I started talking. I started stuttering. I started stammering. I started laughing. Boom! He hit me in the chest. So I was like, okay, we got some Shaolin Kung Fu type training, right? So he go again, straight face, bam. I'm like, I ain't gonna get my lick back, right? I go. I start laughing again. Boom! He hit me in the chest. And so I was like, after that third or fourth time, I'm like, okay, I got it now. I ain't trying to get hit no more. So the last time I started talking, I had a straight face. I was able to get through it, right? So my grandmother had called me another day after that. She called me and asked me what happened. And I was locked in, laser focused. I was able to say everything I needed to, without blinking, without stuttering, without stammering, without laughing. And she was like, okay, you ain't lying to me. But at the same time, I was lying to her, and I wasn't really telling her all the facts because, hey man, you grown, I'm a kid, you interrogating me over something that should have been that you should have called and asked about, right? Now, I do appreciate my brother giving me that Shaolin training, showing me how to keep a straight face, and showing me how to get through that story in that very tense time, because my grandmother was really applying pressure. Now, with that being said, it's your boy MoonDog38732 from the MoonDog38732 show. Man, I'll holler at y'all cats. Y'all have a good one.